Show, round number 2, the second part of the second round of the split season, and we're ready to rock and roll. Get your comments in, get your scores in, get your goal scores in. We have some serious results. We have some serious upheavals in the table. I have some serious repercussions for the season coming ahead. So you see the microphone there, yeah, it's fading in and out of the green screen. See the League All About It show brought to you by Campbell's Build and Pave. And as always, Specsavers Drogheda. Thank you very much for the support. And we're getting really, really up for it now at the moment. We have a couple of big results, like I said, of all the scorers. Waiting on a few, but get them into me. We'll get them in over the show. I'm going to have tables tidied up towards the end. I'm a little bit more prepared this time. Extra half an hour. With the technical issues and trying to get the figures and the numbers on the table. We'll try and get there as we can. But right, results to begin with. Then I go through each and every decision, and we're going to have performance of the night. I think that might be picked out fairly early on here on this. So, right, Division 1 top half. RD St. Mary 16 points. Dave Martin 2-8, so 2-point win there for RD. I'll tell you got the Jocks goals in a second. The Cooley and Newtown Blues game was postponed due to the passing of Porrick O'Neill. Huge Cooley figure. His brother would be Garrity. There was 4 O'Neill brothers, and Rian's uncle. So we'll be playing an All-Ireland final next weekend, and he'll be thinking of his uncle Porrick. So a very sad news of his passing today, but that's why that game was called off. Loud and Armagh great as well. So the Mocktas, they defeated to the Pats 2-12-1-9. Then you got a goal, and we got the scores there very short, and how that differentiates the top of Division 1. Division 1 bottom half. We have few big wins here, a lot of goals. The Dreadnoughts 4-10. Maddock Rangers 1-14. The Geraldines 5-6. The Feckins 12 points. Then you got all the goals there. I'm waiting on the Dreadnoughts goal scores. Haven't got them in. If you have them, do fire it into me. Roach, they defeated the Sean O'Mahony's 2-7-1-6. Until you got the Roach goals there as well. Still waiting on the O'Mahony's goal score. If you have that, fire that into me. Right, Hunterstown and Kilkerley, top of the table clash in Division 2A, top half. And the winner was Kilkerley, 1-11-110. Then you got the winner there very shortly. Dog Young Ireland's defeated the Brides 11 points to 8. Tell you who's redemption artist tonight for the Irelanders. And then the Clans, they were defeated 1-11-12 by the Joes. And that's a massive win for the Joes. I'll tell you why in 1 second. The bottom half of Division 2, the Glen Emmets 110, the Bannon 7 points. The Kevins defeated the Gales, double scores, 2-4-5. That's another defeat for the Gales. The Ratleys 1-13. Lanlear 5 points. The Ratleys, the Ratleys back to winning ways. Glyde, top of Division 3A, defeated. The Plunkets at the top of Division 3A, 8-7. And the O'Connells, they defeated the Mitchells 2-12-2-7. So you got the goals in that game, returning star for the O'Connells perhaps. The Piercy 2-3, the Bars 7 points. Big goal score in the Piercy's lineup as well. Tell you about that in a second. Defeat against the Bars. I'll tell you how that all measures out. Dowdall's Hill conceded their game to Cullen Gales. We know that. Then the Knicks, they defeated Annaman and Rovers without a manager. Carl O'Connor was busy getting married to Grace Smith. So congratulations to the O'Connors. I hope they enjoyed their day yesterday. And a magnificent win for the Knicks. I'll tell you what that means very shortly. But best wishes to both of those. The Tongues, they defeated the Mals 1-17-5. And then the Westerns 2-15. The Shawns 1-5. Big local derby there. I actually did get the Shawn scores just in. Let me see. Do I have it? No, it's not going to load. Of course it's not. But if it does, it does. And we get back to it in 1 second. We'll jump straight to the after party, the wedding. No, we won't. We'll go straight to RD. And that win sees them leapfrog Nave Martin to go in second place. We'll talk about the table in a second. But yeah, Tom Jackson had 4 points. Ronan Carroll got 3. Josh Tav and Andy Murphy got a point each. And then the goals for the Martins were Val Leddy, I think, got one of them. And Darren McDonald perhaps with the second. So 2 big men there for the Jocks. But it wasn't going to be enough. Will those two face off later on in the year? Here's hoping. bring out the best in each other. The mock is 2-12. The Pats 1-9. Yeah, so this was an early goal. I think Ben Goss Kieran's got the first goal. Jerry Garner got the second goal. Kieran Casey Bourne got 2 points. And his brother Decky finished top scorer with 5 points as well. The Pats, I haven't got the goal, so I think Farron scored again. He got a point anyway. And then still waiting on, if you have the Dreadnoughts goal score, send them in to me. I know Tom Grimes, really good young footballer, he got a late goal for Matic, but it wasn't to be. Liam Flynn got a couple of scores well, but I think it was Pepe Smith that did the real damage on Matic Rangers this evening as well. And I'll tell you what that means in the bottom of the table also. The Geraldines, 5 goals and 6 points, a serious amount of goals, hit and banged at every single time the Feckers tried to get back into the game. Jim McEnany gets the first, I think. I don't know what these goals are in order. I don't know yourself, when you get 5 goals, it's hard to consider. But Brian Cafferty got 1, John McCrohan got 1, Thomas McNamara and Niall Brennan got 1. Maybe he got the 5th. We're bumping down for the 5th anyway. That's a big win for the Geraldines. That could more than likely see them safe in that real nail-biter of a Division 1 bottom half. Roach 2-7 to 1-6 winners. Didn't get the O'Mahony's goal score. If you have it, fire it in. No, Thomas Rice got 1-4 the week before. Maybe it was Junior Chateo. But Keith McLaughlin was sent off early in the second half. Barry O'Hare got a penalty. He finished at 1-4. And that just gave Roach the impetus to fire on. And Daniel O'Connell got a late goal injury time to make it 2-7 to 1-6. And that sees, I'll talk about the table in 1 second. Right, Kilkerley, Ty McEnany gets the goal. They were winning fairly well. I think they were winning 1-11 to 9. And then a late 1-2. Kieran Russell, what a player, he's a good chap he is. He gets the goal, a late goal, but Kilkerley hung on. I'm going to talk about the table very, very shortly in Division 2A because, it's just, it's mad the way these things go. The tables fluctuate. 3 rounds left, of course. So Docking Ireland's 11 points. The Brides, win on the Bride scores. If you have them, fire them into me. But Peter McStraverick, he combined for 6 points after missing the chance to level the week before. He finished with 6 points tonight. And Liam, his brother, McStraverick, did very well on Kieran McCardle also. So a big win for the Irelanders there. And the Brides still continue to look for the win, the draw specialists. The Joes in the hunt. Conor Neary got a point tonight. Oshie McGuinness got a goal and 3 points, I think he finished with. And another, who else got a score there? Pierce Grimes Murphy got 3 points also as well. And then Gabriel Bell, he got a couple of scores too. So that pushed the Joes right into the mix now as well. I'll talk about that in a second. But this cover is brought to you by Specsavers, Drogheda and Campbell's Build and Pave. The bottom half of Division 2. Glen Emmett's 110. They could afford to bring on Conor Grimes, probably in the running for an all-star after a great season. He can come off the bench with Tully Allen. He got a point. James Butler got 1-3 though, and Alex Carlin got 2 points. Still waiting on the Stabalan scores. If you have them, fire them in. But yeah, it's a big win for Glen Emmett's as well, and it's really tight at the bottom of 2B. I mean, the Kevins 2-4 to 5 points. Goal from Cameron Martin got the first goal. Tom Matthews with the second, and the Gales with 5 points. That's double score as well. They got 4 points the week before and 5 points now this weekend. So that's a big, like the Gales, big losses twice in a row. The Rattleys with a big win. They're hitting big scoring form the week before. This time to pull it up to Lanlear. I think Darren Malone was suspended. But Kyle McElroy, I don't think was playing for the Rattleys, but it evened itself out. I think the two Moors combined for 7 points between them, and Ollie Clutterbuck got a goal and 1 point for the Rattleys in their big win to kind of push them away. I think we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, Clyde, Brian Duffy once again is the toast of Talonstown. He got the winner against the Plunkets in a tight affair, but that scutters the Plunkets really badly, I think, coming down the final stretch as well. The O'Connell, Jackie Agnew was the man. He got 2 goals in the first half. After Aaron Keeley got I think it was a penalty. A goal with the first play of action, but the O'Connells kind of outplayed the Mitchells, and they tried to get them back. Mikey Nolte gets a penalty, but the O'Connells couldn't be pegged back, and the Mitchells slumbered, but they're not out of it yet. They're still fighting for that second spot as well. The Piercy, 2-3. The Bars, 7 points. Waiting on Nathan Bars point scores if you have them. Fire them into me. But Tiernan Mulvanna, he got one of the goals. I think Joe Woods might got the other ones. But yeah, blast from the past there, Tiernan Mulvanna. I think he's a coach of Dundalk United. Oh, Dundalk United. Drogheda United, I should say, the former Dundalk player. You see, look, that's why I'm GA, man. I'm not the soccer man. But yeah, right, the Knicks. Big win for the managerless Knicks, whose manager Carl was away gallivanting and getting married. But yeah, big win for them. Campbell Husaderi got the late goal. Sam Riley got a score. I don't think they scored a point from a free. I think it was all points from play tonight for the Knicks. But there's still a long way to go. And still fully how we're looking at that point with the Westerns and the Knicks. Are they joint on top? Are they on 21 and 22? I think the Knicks have it down. It's on the loud table as loud GA table that the Knicks are just a point ahead. But I have to say, I don't know what way that has been fully verified yet. But James Maguire got a goal, and Emmett Smith as well. He got the second goal for the Westerns. Do I have the Sean scores? Will it load up? Finbar Morning, what is it? Got a score for oh, lovely, yeah. Conor Osborne, Aaron Keeley, Aaron Carney, Jack Regan, Ronan McCreesh got scores for the Bars. Thank you very much for sending that in. And Niall Babington got a penalty for the Sean to load up just in time. The Tones, I think Rory Tarn finished with 7 points tonight there when Collie Rooney rolled back the clock with 3 points. He was playing at the 40 tonight. And Garrett Cooney got the first half goal there for the Tones as well. And I think that's it. That's every result drawn up. Still reeling from there's the Anthony Briscoe's back in goals I see for the Stabanan who got their scores. Let that load up. Let me see. Yeah, so I'll move on. Yeah, still reeling from Matt playing good football but just been stung with timely goals from the Dreadnoughts. So I'll go straight to the Division 1 table, and I have it here. The Mocktas are on 23 points. RD are now on 19 points. The Martins are on 17, but the Blues can go on to 20 points and surpass the two of them if they win their 2 games in hand. And then the Pats and Cooley are still on 12 points, joint bottom of that top half. The Geraldines now look to be fair, all but safe. They have 16 points. The Matneys and Dreadnoughts are on 12 points now. That win for the Dreadnoughts tonight. Feckins are on 10 points. Roach are now on 9, and they've cut Mattock Adrift by 4 points. So 4 and 5 points there is the margins. And the Geraldines take on Mattock this Thursday night as well as against Friday night, and I'll be back fixtures. Also, right, Division 2. I have it that Hunterstown are now joined top of the table with the Joes. If it goes to a head-to-head, I think obviously Hunterstown will be, on the head-to-head. Haven't lost. That was their first loss this season. Kilkerley are now on 20 points, and just ahead of the Young Irelanders on 19 points, and the Clans are on 13, with the Brides on 12. I think, I forgot to mention Gavin Gaffney and Robert Curran and Billy Smith got scores tonight for the Clans. Still waiting on the Bride score. You have them last event. Glen Emmets are top of the bottom half. They are 3 points ahead of the Kevins, and then 2 teams on 9 points, the Dock Gales and Staban and Parnells, and the Rattleys are second from bottom despite that win. And then Lanlear are on the bottom of the table with 7 points. Right, the Plunkets, I mentioned it there. They had a real chance to firmly take a full vice grips on the top of Division 3A place, but they failed to maximise on that. They've let the O'Connells join them with a point behind them now, according to my figures. You have the Mitchells on 16 points, the Glide on 11, and now the Finbars and the Piercy are on 7 points apiece, joint bottom of the table there in Division 3A. So really tight there, and that's a really bad loss for Finbars as well. But a great win for the Piercy. They might get performance of the night, we'll see. So I don't know what way they're laying it out, but yeah, the Knicks are on 22 points, that's for definite. The Westerns are either on 21 or 22. but I think they're going to be on officially on 21. I think they could be on 22. We'll see. We'll see what way that lies out. The top two in Division 3B go up, and the third place get a playoff, is what I was told tonight. Alamin and Rover, I think, are on 18. The Malachis are on 16, and the Tones are on 17. There's only one more round to play in that. Covered brought to you by Specsavers Drogheda and Campbell's Build and Pave. Let me know your thoughts on tonight's games. What did you think? Is there anything I'm missing? Have anyone else missed out? Maybe Mickey Woods got the goal for the Piercy Blackrock. I might give it to his brother, but no, yeah, Mickey Woods, I think, got it. I'm going to say it was him anyway. But yeah, so, right. Performance of the weekend. Performance of the night. Oh, Kilkerley of Scorper and Hunterstown is really big. Ardy maybe laying down a marker with the Martins ahead of the championship. 4 goals, Dreadnoughts. No. I wouldn't give it. No. Let me see. Glen Emmett's another performance win. Glide, massive win there against the Plunkets. Maybe, yeah, the Knicks win as well. Maybe that could be the performance of the night. Let me see. No, I'm going to give it Kilkerley. Yeah, Kilkerley. Ending Hunterstown's unbeaten run of the season. So that's it. That's where I'm at. More podcasts to come. I'm going to have Gordon Manning, Mystic Manning on to preview the Armagh Galway All-Ireland final. Neither of us have a clue who's going to win the game. But we'll have a good chat. That's a talking point in itself. I've been talking Gavin Devlin getting back involved with Loud. That's going to be a podcast as well. And then we have a League All About It show as well on Saturday night. So if you're signed up as a member, you get to listen to that back. And get to listen to all those previews ahead of the weekend. Coverage brought to you by Campbell's Build and Pave and Specsavers. Thanks very much for tuning in. Thanks very much for all your information and your results and collecting all the stuff for me. Really appreciate it. That was the League All About It show. Second round. Oh, I'm getting news here. The Bars manager stood down after the game. So thanks for that late news. Not verified, but yeah, great news. Great to get that news nonetheless. Right, good luck. I'll talk to you. And sign up now, patreon.com/loud and proud. Bye.